Eagles and Browns, Michael Vick wearing a Kevlar vest to protect those sore ribs and limited him to 12 preseason plays. Is this a bad omen for Brandon Weeden, Kevin?
If my starting quarterback get trapped up under the flag, I'm calling timeout right now.
Six different starting quarterback for the Browns in the last 6 years.
We gonna win if you get trapped up under the flag.
Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie had 2 of Weeden's 4 INTs.
That's one thing we will learn in this league, that the cornerbacks, they can catch passes and they can stay with wide receivers.
Hey, Michael Vick wasn't much better when it came to throwing to the opposition. This time, DeQuell Jackson says, I'll take that, thank you, and it's the Browns' lone touchdown of the day.
Yeah, you got to get out at least make the tackle.
One thing Michael Vick needs to learn, that defenses, they can catch interceptions.
I think he knows that.
He keeps throwing these, he's going to have to wear that vest back to Philadelphia.
4th INT of the game for Vick.
You got to put a neck roll on.
Now, with all those sorts of problems, he still had a chance to lead a game-winning drive. Here, you got to run it on 3rd down.
Do what you do, Mike Vick, and quit listening to all these analysts tell you to sit in the pocket.
Except he fumbles. He recovers his own fumble.
Man, Mike Vick, man, come on, man. They used to use a $110, man. They almost killed him.
The Kevlar vest off of it.
So it's 4th and 1. LaShawn McCoy, how good is he?
Oh, my God, this guy's. Listen, he had about 3 or 4 carries. Big runs called back. This could have been a 200-yard day for him.
Well, they had 456 total yards. You know, Vick had 4 INTs. It could have been 5 if L.J. Ford had hung on to it.
This is the difference between good teams and average teams. Because you make this play, you're off the field, game over.
I think he has Kevlar
you miss this play, you know the end result.
There's a lot of Cleveland fans that are excited you just called him average, by the way. Now it's Vick on 3rd and goal to Clay Harbor for the 4-yard touchdown. And the Eagles, I don't know how they survived, but somehow they win it. 17-16 your final.
Bengals and the Browns, Brandon Weeden saying, I will not throw 4 picks today. And Andy Dalton saying, it's not Ray Lewis looking across from me. First quarter, no score, 4th and 13. Adam Jones on the punt return makes 7 players miss, including Inky, Binky, Blinky, and Clyde. There he goes, into the end zone. Bengals lead at 7-0. Oh, let everybody know. Go down the fire escape. Go down the fire post. There you go. Very nice. Second quarter, Bengals up 7-3. Andy Dalton looking for A.J. Green. And my best John Facenda looking for an old friend in A.J. Green, who goes in 10 yards for the touchdown. 14-3 Bengals. Dalton 4 out of 4 for 50 yards. Browns possession, 1st and 10, 32-yard line. There goes Trent Richardson. This is why they drafted him so early. 32 yards in the score. Cleveland now down just 14-10. Next Browns possession, Bengals lead 17-10. Brandon Weeden throws to Chris Obanaya. Nothing but green grass in front of him. Coughs it up. Terrence Newman causes the fumble. Michael Johnson in his gold shoes recovers. Bengals, though, would not be able to capitalize on the turnover. They would punt. Third quarter now, Bengals up 17-10. First possession, Andy Dalton looking deep, and when you look deep, you look for Brandon Tate. Along the right sideline, one-on-one coverage, 44-yard touchdown. Play would be reviewed. It would stand up. Bengals lead it 24-10. 2 possessions later, same score, 3rd and 9. Bengals ball their own 35. Dalton pass for A.J. Green, tipped by Dimitri Patterson, intercepted by DeQuell Jackson. Browns take over on their own 47. Uh-oh. Could this be a big Browns comeback? 5 plays later, Brandon Weeden with a short pass to Trent Richardson. Here, you take it, Trent. Go. It looks like a long touchdown pass in my stat column. Look at him make 4 defenders miss. This is why he's a franchise player. 145 yards and 2 touchdowns for Trent Richardson. Watch this again. And 1 guy misses, and 2, and 3, and 4. Fourth quarter now, 24-17 Bengals. Bengals ball, 3rd and 10 on the 50. Andy Dalton looking for Andrew Hawkins. Who? Andrew Hawkins had a nice game week 1 against the Ravens. Even a bigger play here. Look at him, catches the pass on a broken play, runs around Browns defenders who can't stay up. 50 yards later, he is in the end zone. Bengals extend their lead 31-17. Dalton would finish with 318 and 3 touchdowns. Next Browns possession, 8th play of the drive. Brandon Weeden looking for Greg Little. There's Greg Little, who has been missing for the first week plus here. Bengals now lead at 31-24. Browns now down 34-27, 20 seconds left. Here comes the onside kick. Shh, it's like a big putt in golf. And A.J. Green recovers. Bengals win it by the final of 34-27. They even their record at 1-1. And for the Browns, hey, at least you know Trent Richardson is a stud.
To the AFC we go here, an NFL Game Day scoreboard delivered by Papa John's. There we go. Buffalo, Cleveland. C.J. Spiller, leading rusher in the NFL, averaging over 10 yards per carry. Passing game was leading the way for Buffalo today. Ryan Fitzpatrick, Stevie Johnson, 18-yard game.
Fitz had a very, very difficult opening game of the weekend. Since that Jets loss, he's been quite good.
That's T.J. Graham wide open for a 9-yard score.
Yeah,
it's hard not to complete
sorry,
that
folks.
one.
This is one of those games that we have to talk about.
His first NFL touchdown,
You calling that a
7-0.
friends and family game? Only friends and family are interested?
But this guy's exciting to watch. C.J. Spiller, get him the ball early and often.
32-yard score. Bills on top 14-0. Next drive, same score. Here's Spiller again. Going to be tackled once he ends up with the ball.
How much time do you need?
There you go.
How much time?
He's eventually tackled by Usama Young, and he goes down hard on his left shoulder. You take another look here, and one thing we know is he did not come back.
That's one of the things you worry about when you got a guy that's not that big in stature and you get him the ball so many times is the risk of injury.
That feels like a separation or maybe a broken clavicle.
No definitive word yet. We do know
Dr. Waddle paging Dr. Waddle. It looked like a separation.
Top running back in the NFL did not come back after that play. Second quarter, Brandon Weeden, much better in week 2 as opposed to week 1, goes down there. Mario Williams, first.
How about that?
There
he is, paying off. The investment is paying off.
Bills with 4 sacks today. The pass rush has been much better the last 2 weeks.
Trent Richardson was big last week, much quieter today. 12 carries, 27 yards, but an impressive score there.
This kid is a bull, and that lets you know how strong he is to get caught up in that initial run and then be able to have the vision to bounce outside and still not get tackled. Lets you know how strong that kid is.
Buffalo led at halftime 14-7 into the third quarter. It's now 17-7. Whedon with time finds Travis Benjamin.
That'll work.
22-yard score.
That'll work.
See, and what did he have that's different from the other times? Time in the pocket.
Protection.
Protection to make those throws.
13 plays, 80 yards on that touchdown
so you're saying
drive.
Quarterback's affected by having big guys chasing them and bringing them to the ground.
That is correct.
I'm saying no C.J. Spiller, so you're looking to Tashard Choice.
There you go. Now, where's this guy? Old Dallas Cowboy, huh?
20 carries, 91 yards, 22 right there.
Fantasy people, pick him up.
You play fantasy?
I do.
Would you pick him up?
I would.
All right. Fitzpatrick, Stevie Johnson. That was a good connection today.
You don't get
9-yard
his numbers
score.
retroactively, though, so you don't get the 20 for 91.
Fitzpatrick, 22 out of 35 and 3 touchdowns today.
How about that?
Impressive.
What is that, 5 touchdowns, no picks in the last 2 games after a 3-interception opener against the Jets?
When he's not throwing picks, he's pretty good.
He's a Harvard grad. Come on, you know he's going to do.
No, I know, but I mean, you
just
just up and down. It's a roller coaster ride with him. And you needed an air sickness bag at the end of last year. Not
Cleveland
so much now.
Browns 0-3 town, 4th time in 5 years. They've started the season that way.
Because of Thursday night football, taking on the Ravens.
A game that featured, gentlemen, 70 years worth of NFL officiating experience.
Is Gene lubed up?
He's
Is he
definitely
Vaselined
lubed
up?
He's got more grease than Ray.
The refs are back and they're tested early, guys. A scary moment here, Sean.
Yeah, this is not what you want to see, and certainly for the Cleveland Browns, they need Josh Cribbs, and a very scary play for him, and luckily he was able to get up and walk off under his own power.
Yeah, he stays down for several minutes. Ultimately, as you said, leaves under his own power. It's a concussion, Pat Shurmur says afterwards. He doesn't come back, but he is moving. That's good. Not good. It was a fumble, legal hit, so the Ravens have the ball. But not for long, Willie.
We call this a radar. That linebacker's radar and that receiver. Poorly thrown ball by Flacco. Threw the ball right in the traffic, Lindsay.
Flacco's first red zone interception in 126 attempts, so we're scoreless after 1 quarter of play. Ravens moving the ball better, though, in the second quarter, Sean.
Yeah, definitely doing a better job, and Flacco really, he started to get some rhythm and make some big throws and really some big catches by Torrey Smith.
Yeah, the young wideouts coming up big for them on this this drive. Tandon Doss, Torrey Smith, and then when they're looking for the end zone, here they go back to that guy.
Torrey Smith is just picking up where he left off from last game. Seems to be on fire the first half, and Joe Flacco's favorite target.
6 plays, 85-yard drive. Ravens up 6-zip. Not 7, extra point, no good. As for the Browns, they punted on their first 5 possessions. Finally, on their 6th try, they put together a good drive.
That's what I'm talking about, Little. Make a big catch. We've been looking for this guy to make some big plays, Sean.
Big play for a little guy.
And another big play here, a 1-yard touchdown run, an 11-play, 94-yard drive, and it's 9-7 the score at the half.
Second half, Baltimore goes up tempo, and hey, Anquan Bolden, welcome back to the Ravens offense, Sean.
Yeah, first half it was all Torrey Smith. Second half, all Anquan Bolden working the sidelines.
10 total catches in the first 3 games. He had 9 in this effort for a $131. Kept moving the chains. 5 plays after this, though, it's Joe Flacco with his 5th career rushing touchdown. Willie.
I was yelling, run the ball. Do not throw it. Run the ball. Make a quick cut. Those DBs is wet out there. Get in the end zone, Joe.
Ravens up 16-7. Next Browns possession. Brandon Weeden, who looked good at times on Thursday night, looking for Benjamin Watson for the 13-yard gain. Bernard Pollard then tagged with a flag. Do you like this call, Willie?
Nah, I don't like that call at all. I thought it was a good hit, and I understand what the refs are trying to do, get a little control under things, but I think that was a great play by Pollard.
Helmet contact to a defenseless receiver. John Harbaugh didn't appreciate it. Weeden keeps it going to Jordan Norwood, but Ladarius Webb with the breakup near the goal line had to settle for a Phil Dawson 51-yarder. He had 3 of 50-plus. He's got 10 of those since the start of last season, which leads the league. Then the Browns coming back, but Weeden, oh, you can't do this, Willie.
Nah, you can't do that. But you know what? He got the ball up on time. I think he thought a little bit too much inside, a little more outside. He probably could have got it off, but it was a great read.
Kerry Williams, the 5th-year pro with his first career INT, and he takes it a pick 6. And you think maybe this game is done, but the Browns, they were balling just a little bit. Weeden on 3rd and 14 to Greg Little. Sean, you got to make that.
Catch the ball.
That's a huge play, and the Cleveland Browns led the NFL in drops last year, and they continue tonight.
Led to another Dawson field goal, so they're within 7. Now 3rd and 7. Time running out on the Browns. Flacco stopped short of the first down, so they got a punt. Browns got to go 90 yards without a timeout and a 28-year-old rookie quarterback. No problem? No problem. Brandon Weeden keeping it alive. He threw for 320 on 52 attempts. Hits Benjamin Watson, and uh-oh, we're in Hail Mary territory pretty soon, folks. Buckle up. Although the regular refs are back. Now Weeden looking for Jordan Norwood and Ed Reed.
Always dangerous grounds, Chris, when you're throwing back there and you got Ed Reed lurking the grounds. He always finds a way to get his hands on the ball.
But the Browns are still alive with 15 ticks left. It is Weeden looking for Little in the air, knocked down by Jimmy Smith. So now 4th and 10. You got to Hail Mary it.
Uh-oh.
We know what that means in this league.
The number 1 rule in Hail Mary, though, is the ball has to be in play, and you've got to make a play on the ball.
Well, that was 4th down, so we think it's over. However, Paul Kruger is called for a foul on Joe Thomas. Sean O'Hara, look at you offensive linemen. You really get knocked down here?
Oh, this is a flop. Give him the Oscar. He definitely drew that flag. That was clearly not a hit.
Acting like Danny Thomas there, so they get one more crack at it to tie it up. Brandon Weeden just throw it in the end zone. Hey.
He closed his eyes. I mean, he got grabbed by the jersey, kind of closed his eyes for a minute, and threw it out of the end zone. Didn't give his guys a chance.
So the Ravens, they have won 9 in a row over Cleveland, 10 straight in the division, 13 in a row at home. They are 3-1 after playing 4 games in 18 days. That ain't bad. From the Meadowlands, Browns have knocked off the defending champs in 3 of the last 4 years. We're Tom Coughlin's Giants next. The first play from scrimmage, Ahmad Bradshaw. And we got it coughed up. Sheldon Brown's going to recover it. But look at the replay. Chris Snee, who happens to be the son-in-law of Tom Coughlin, is the guy whose shoulder knocks it out of Bradshaw's paws.
He won't eat tonight.
Yeah, somebody's sleeping on the couch. You know what I mean?
That's an awkward thing, though, to have your son-in-law on the team.
So 2 plays later, Trent Richardson, he has scored 5 of the Browns' 8 touchdowns this year. He's balling.
Listen, he is. And this kid runs so hard, man. Yeah. So hard.
Next Browns possession after a 7-0 lead. Brandon Weeden, here's another rookie, to Josh Gordon, who's another rookie. 62 yards. He caught 2 passes, both touchdowns, his first 2 of his career.
Don't blow your hammy.
Yeah, they got Travis Benjamin. They got some young talent, man. I'm telling you, Chris, just hold on.
They had scored 6 first-quarter points all season. They had 14 in less than 5 minutes in this one, but they're coming back. Eli tells Dion, it is on!
It's on! Dun, 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 dun.
Big day for Victor Cruz.
You got that right.
And the mariachi band up here. Second quarter.
He's consistent.
Brandon Whedon, he's got the Browns with the lead in 3rd and 1. They're driving.
Don't do it, Brandon. Don't do it. Don't do it.
He did. Stevie Brown picking it off. Hey, Cleveland leads the league in something. They turned it over in 23 consecutive games, so hang your hat on that
They
one.
got a record, too.
That's how you have to learn the game. You're out there. At least he's learning the game. He's
Ahmad Bradshaw, what a big day for him. 30 carries, 200 yards, most by a Giant since Derek Ward did it to Carolina in 08.
I just don't get it. David Wilson fumble, you benched a man. He just fumbled.
And
We
swing
get to run the rock
kickoff,
again.
Josh Cribbs, one of the best in league history, keeping it alive until that.
We show it to you for one or two reasons. Either it's a big play or a boo-boo. Brown had a huge day today.
Returns
Josh
it
Cribbs?
to the
No, Brown.
29.
Yeah,
This is Stevie Brown, not the Cleveland Browns. 5 plays later, Eli Manning to Victor Cruz.
How does he keep that wide open?
Joe Hayden's not playing.
I mean, but Victor Cruz is his favorite receiver right now.
You think you would know that.
3rd quarter, Giants up 10. Eli Manning is on.
Not again. Not again, man.
To Victor Cruz.
Yeah, okay.
This season with 3 receiving touchdowns in the
I'm
game.
benching my coordinator for having one guy out there on Cruz.
Look at this cough. When you get caught with smiling, you know you've done your job.
4th quarter, Giants up 14. Eli looking for Victor Cruz again. Yeah, but Sheldon Brown might have got a paw in there early.
He's underthrew that.
Sama Young picks it off. Eli wasn't happy. He wanted to call him that one. Didn't get it. But things get a little wacky. Now, the Browns are down just 2 touchdowns. They got a chance. Watch this play. 3rd and goal for Brandon Whedon. Now, he is a rookie, albeit he's 81 years old. He catches his own pass. You cannot do this again.
I don't blame you for trying. I don't blame you one bit.
All right, so there's a penalty on the play.
You can't call a man a rookie when he's been driving for 12 years.
So we're telling him he can't do it, but the ref in the back calling it a touchdown.
But he calling him a rookie,
I thought
and
you
he's
were going
been
to let him slide
driving.
on that.
Yeah, the ref in the back calling it a touchdown.
Whedon looking for Benjamin Watson, picked off by Chase Blackburn. Browns remain the only winless team in the NFL and match their longest losing streak in team history of 11 in a row.
Let's go to the AFC North and check out the Browns and the Bengals. Andy Dalton taking on Brandon Whedon. He would like to play against the Cincinnati Bengals every week.
I would say so. His 2 best games by far against the Cincinnati Bengals, and this is rookie year in the NFL.
However, this is not a great start.
No.
Tipped by Geno Atkins, picked up by Michael Johnson.
Geno Atkins has quietly been an outstanding player this year.
Brandon's birthday today, by the way.
Who is older?
40.
Here is Cook.
He's considerably younger.
Yes.
Andy Dalton to Jermaine Gresham, a young, talented tight end. Did you like the stiff arm there? 55-yard score.
I taught that safety better than that. Usama Young was with me in New Orleans. Better job tackling.
Taught him not to get stiff arm?
Not to get there. Just bring the guy down. Get him down.
He wasn't listening. 3rd down and 8. Okay, this is where it gets good for Brandon Whedon. Josh Gordon, a little bit open, making him work for it there.
Darren, tell me, what happened there?
The linebacker getting beat by the slot receiver. No safety help.
Well, shame on the defensive coordinator for putting a linebacker on the receiver.
Don't do it.
Game tied at 7. Ben Jarvis, Green Ellis, right up the middle, trying to pound it in there, makes it down to the 7.
It's been a rough go for the Browns defense prior to this game. They ranked 28th overall in yards allowed, 25th in scoring defense.
If you have that much time, who are you looking for there?
A.J. Green, early and often.
14-7, Green's 5th touchdown reception this year.
Oh, man. Breakout second year if you can have one after a tremendous first year. A.J. Green.
3rd quarter, next Bengals possession. This is 3rd down and 7. Here comes the blitz. There goes Andy Dalton looking for A.J. Green. Can't hold on. And another 1st-round pick. Joe Hayden comes up with the pick.
Yeah, I know that Cleveland is happy to have Joe Hayden back. One of their prime-time defenders. The cornerback position, getting his hands on the football. Great play.
Phil Dawson, 38-yard field goal. Bengals on top 14-13. Montario Hardesty.
Just a great effort. Body control. Knew he was going to be stopped if he didn't do that little midair horizontal pirouette.
Is that what?
That's what it was. It was the Russian judge gave him a 10.
Look at that time for Brandon Whedon. Plenty of time to find Jordan Cameron, 23 yards down to the 3.
I mean, regardless of your level of accomplishment at quarterback, if you've got time to throw the football, all of these guys have the ability to do good things.
He doesn't have as many tight ends as Matt Schaub has, but there's another Brown side in there, Benjamin Watson, 3-yard score.
Yeah, Benjamin Watson from New England. He knows how to get open, knows how to catch the football.
Browns now up 10. Dalton looking for A.J. Green again. Picked off by Sheldon Brown. Pick 6.
That is great awareness, route recognition. Sheldon Brown tricking the young quarterback, throwing his ball. Great anticipation by Sheldon Brown.
I don't even have to say it because everybody knows, but Andy Dalton looking for A.J. Green. Has a step, has the ball, and has 6 more.
And what A.J. Green does there is just phenomenal. The body control, uses his arm just to create a little bit of space. Ends up with 6.
Andy Dalton sacks.
Can't hold on to the football that long.
Ouch. Billy Wynn, rookie out of Boise State.
Oh, boy.
What were you telling me, Paul? There are 6 Boise State players in the NFL from last year's team.
Defense.
That's amazing.
That is. 4 drafted and 2 undrafted. Brandon Whedon, 29th birthday, Tom. 29.
29, my bad.
Not 39.
Brandon, happy birthday. And again, as you mentioned, if he could play against the Bengals each and every Sunday, that Browns team would be in business.
Browns and the Colts. Brandon Whedon, last week he turned 29. This week he turned 46. Congratulations. Happy birthday, Brandon Whedon. Andrew Luck says, okay, this RG3 runs for touchdowns. Yeah, okay. Yeah, don't worry. I got it. Watch this. 2nd and goal, first quarter. Andrew Luck decides, taking it myself, into the end zone for the touchdown. Indianapolis with the 7-0 lead. Andy Luck says, yeah, that's the last pass I'm going to throw today because I don't need to. I'm going to run it. I'm a runner now. Where's my commercial? Where's my endorsements? 2nd quarter. Cleveland looking to get even. Brandon Whedon looks for Greg Little. He's just going to drop it. See what I tell. Oh, no, wait, he held on to it. And it's ruled a touchdown. Greg Little held on to a pass, and he scored. Judgment Day is coming soon. Watch the replay. Real tough to overturn this. Whatever the call on the field was going to be, it was going to be, even though it looks like he slid out of bounds. Extra point did not go, so 7-6 lead. Andrew Luck decides again, yeah, I'm just going to run it because this is who I am. I mean it. I want to shoot my next commercial right now. I want to just run with the football, and I'm not going to throw it. 2 rushing touchdowns on the day, 14-6 Indianapolis. Browns having a tough time running the football, can't convert on a big 3rd and 1 late in the 2nd quarter. So we go to halftime, 14-6 Indianapolis. 3rd quarter, here goes Brandon Whedon. Okay, I don't like this whole thing about throwing it to Greg Little. He may drop it, so I'm going to throw it to Josh Gordon. Flash! Flash! 14-13 Indianapolis. We go to the 4th quarter because there was no more offense. 17-13. Here's Andrew Luck. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Andrew Luck is crunched and he fumbles. The Browns pick it up. Watched it on the replay. I felt it through the television. And I dig that Andy Luck still tried to fight for the football even after that big hellacious hit. I would just let it go and said, if you guys let me get hit like that, I'm not going to protect the football. Forget it. So the Browns trying to come back here. 17-13. Brandon Whedon looking for Josh Gordon. I'm thinking, fantasy points, it's going to be a touchdown. He dropped it! Josh Stonehands Gordon dropped the football. It was a sure touchdown. Turf Monster may have got him. That was the ball game right there. Look, Brandon Whedon. Cool, icy calm, no big deal. I can't believe, oh, he dropped it. So the Browns would have one final chance after Jimmy Haslam, also calm, cool under pressure. No big deal. We'll get him next time. 4th and 6. Less than 2 minutes to go. Riley Cooper is your guy on 4th and 6, isn't he? Well, no, he's not. Colts win it by the final of 17-13. That fan going back to Cleveland. Very unhappy. San Diego, Cleveland, if you like a lack of points, then this game is for you. Phillip Rivers and the Chargers looking to bounce back from that historical collapse. Chargers first drive, no score, a ball in the Browns 30. San Diego goes for it on 4th and 1. Jackie Battle is stopped. Chargers first drive since the collapse against the Broncos ends in a turnover. Harbinger, anyone? Trent Richardson going up against the 2nd-ranked rushing defense in the league. He was banged up coming in with bad ribs. Well, you wouldn't know it here. Browns have the ball 1st and 10. Trent Richardson goes for 8 yards. Looks pretty healthy to me. 2 plays later, here's T. Rich. Another 11 yards. 6 plays later, 2nd and 10. Trent Richardson, 26 yards. Here he goes. He's almost tackled by every single player on the Chargers. And the only guy that nearly tackled was his own offensive lineman. The score, 7-0. Richardson, take another look. Shakes off Atari Bigby. He goes in. No, I'm going to pick you up. Keep going. No, keep going. Keep going. Richardson would finish with 122 yards and that score. 3 possessions later for the Chargers. Browns still lead 7-0. Ryan Matthews fumbles. Got to hold on to that football, Ryan Matthews. DeQuell Jackson causes the fumble. Billy Wynn recovers. It's Matthews' 12th fumble since 2010. Cleveland, though, would have to punt, and punting would be a major part of this game. Second quarter now, 3 seconds left. Browns up 7-zip. Chargers have the ball. Nick Novak from 43, and it is good. After giving up 42 unanswered, the Chargers score. Look how happy they are going to the locker room. I'd be that happy too. Hooray! It's almost Halloween too. We're going to eat candy. Third quarter, Browns lead 7-0. Chargers have the ball. Phillip Rivers throws to a wide open Robert Meacham. Look at Bobby Meacham. This is going to be taking cues and lessons from watching Stephen Hill inspirational tapes. That would have been a touchdown. Chargers would have to punt on the next play. Fourth quarter now, we fast forward because there's been no offense. Browns lead 7-6. 3rd and 6 on the Chargers 46. Brandon Whedon back to pass. Gets sacked by both Melvin Ingram and Sean Phillips. Chargers have the ball back. One last chance with 2:46 left to go. Now there's less than 2 minutes to go. Phillip Rivers looking for Ronnie Brown. Takes it for 21 yards. Brown gets pushed out of bounds at the San Diego 45. Here come the Chargers. $1:49 left. Phillip Rivers hits Ronnie Brown. 10 yards again. Suddenly Ronnie Brown is fantasy relevant. Well, not really. Brown gets pushed out of bounds at the Cleveland 44. 3 plays later, 3rd and 10. Rivers looking for Dante Rosario. Everybody falls down. Incomplete. 4th and 10 on the Browns 44. This is it. Someone's going to walk out of here a winner, and someone's just going to walk out of here. Phillip Rivers looking for Malcolm Floyd. But it's broken up by Buster Screen, Norv Turner, and the Chargers lose their 3rd in a row. Cleveland wins a barn burner, 7-6. Sorry, Phillip. The Ravens visiting the red-hot Browns. Brandon Whedon and company have won 2 out of 3. Well, that's red-hot for Cleveland. Ray Rice, just 42 yards rushing Week 7 against the Texans. Little bit of a different story today. First quarter, no score. There goes Ray Rice for 11. First down, Ravens on the Browns 36. 4 plays later, here goes Ray Rice. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Rice. Timeout, Knicks. Ravens lead 7-0. The first opening drive touchdown for the Ravens this season. Next Ravens possession, Joe Flacco looking for Torrey Smith. What a catch by Torrey Smith. Watch it again. Leaps over Joe Hayden. As good as Joe Hayden is, yeah, not a lot you can do right there. Ravens first down in the Browns 17. 5 plays later, it's Bernard Pierce time. It very rarely is Bernard Pierce time, but this is, yes, touchdown, Bernard Pierce. Ravens lead 14-0. Yeah, Marv did the game today. Third quarter, Browns ball down 14-9. Brandon Whedon looking for Jordan Cameron, but it's picked off by Cary Williams, who has turned into a heck of a ball hawk for the Baltimore Ravens. He's got a 52-yard return on this play. It's 26 yards backwards before he turns it back forwards and then goes forward another 26 yards. Ravens would take over on the Browns 39. I would need oxygen. I mean, I'd need a ton of it. I need a ton of it just for watching this. Forget about running it back. 2 Ravens possessions later, 2nd and 10 on their own 29. Ray Rice looking to run left, and he is stopped by Dikembe Mutombo for no gain. Mutombo gets up, gives you the big finger wag. No, actually, it's Philip Taylor giving the Mutombo finger wag. Next play, 3rd and 10. Joe Flacco is sacked. Ravens would be forced to punt. Since scoring on their first 2 drives, the Ravens punted 6 times in a row. This Browns defense has been playing so much better the last couple of weeks. We go to the fourth quarter. Browns ball down 14-12. Brandon Whedon looking for Josh Gordon, his playmaker. 18-yard touchdown. Gordon in the end zone. He's the best rookie receiver in the NFL. Jumps in the stands, but wait. Oh, you see the yellow flag. Browns get called for illegal formation. Jimmy Haslam, the Browns owner. No! They would settle for another Phil Dawson field goal. Had a heck of a day and take a 15-14 lead. So the Ravens now trailing. Flacco looking for Anquan Bolden. He's come on great the last few weeks. Ravens first down at their own 40. 3 plays later, 2nd and 7 on the Browns 39. This is going to be Ray Rice time again. Rice goes left. He picks up 10 yards in the first down. Ravens first down in the Browns 29. 3 plays later, 3rd and 10 on the Browns 19, 8th play of the drive. Ravens looking for a big play, and Joe Flacco finds it to Torrey Smith. Cut back outside. Good job, Torrey Smith into the end zone for the touchdown. Flacco would convert a 2-point conversion to Anquan Bolden. Ravens lead 22-15. So here's the Browns' last chance. 4th and 2 on their own 28. Whedon looking for Greg Little. Well, at least Little didn't drop it. Way overthrown. Whedon dejected. Ravens win it 25-15.
Good. Arizona is really bad.
Tony Romo and the Cowboys looking to win back-to-back games for the first time in nearly a year. Rob Ryan used to be the defensive coordinator in Cleveland. Did he get a chance to be the head coach? Pat Shurmur's there instead. Brandon Whedon looking for Benjamin Watson. All scoring plays are reviewed. They looked at it. That's a 10-yard touchdown and a Browns 7-zip lead. Second quarter, it's now 13-0. Romo sacked by Jabal Sheard. He was dropped a personal worst 7 times in his career.
Not good.
Cowboys held to 68 yards in the first half, worse than almost 5 years. Third quarter, it's 13-3. Romo looking for the 88 club.
Man, let's talk about it, Marshall. We talked all day. You said, now, Marshall, you want to make him take off those 88s. I said he wore them great today.
Drive would end with a Felix Jones touchdown run, and the Cowboys down 3. Fourth quarter, 4th and 1. What do? You throw it to the former Browns draft pick, Lawrence Vickers.
This was alarming to everyone. Everyone thought that ball would go to their tight end, but you throw the ball to a fullback out of the backfield. That's
5
unbelievable.
plays later, 2nd and 19. Romo to Dez Bryant. Career high 12 catches for $145, and that score.
They've taken his offense, Jason Garrett, and these guys are running double moves. Almost every other route back is a double move. Stop and go, slanting up, or something of that nature.
Romo, so good at protecting the ball the last few weeks, is stripped here by Frosty Rucker. Craig Robertson recovers, so the Browns are in business.
Bad play by Romo. Bad play by Romo right there.
Whedon looking for Greg Little. I know you like him, Michael.
Yeah, and this was a wonderful catch by Greg Little. This ball is behind him. As a matter of fact, if it was thrown correctly, it would have been an interception.
3rd and 1. Trent Richardson stopped at the goal line, so now on 4th.
Horrible play call there.
Where do you go? You got 3 tight ends in this formation. They throw it to one of them.
One-on-one. That's where you go.
Jordan Cameron incomplete. However, the Browns would hold, and now is forced the punt. Joshua Cribbs, dangerous, and ow! We're calling that is that a horse collar or a hair collar?
It's a little bit of both. I believe he grabbed the collar, then he grabbed his weave.
Now, remember, if you grab the hair, that's legal.
That's a weave collar.
John Phillips is called for a flag. Now, what happens if it's hair extensions?
It would have came out.
Whedon to Watson again for the second time.
You don't touch it.
And they were not.
With a 20-17 lead.
The Cowboys were not set up right there. They were running onto the field. Great job by Whedon by taking advantage of it.
Romo looking downfield for Sheldon Brown and is called for PI.
4 out today.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of PIs.
12 penalties for 129 yards against the Browns. Now Dan Bailey, 32 yards out. We're going to overtime, folks. Extra session. Remember, each team's going to get a possession as long as the team that doesn't start with its first scores a touchdown. All on the same page, right?
Right.
Okay, so the Browns punt, so now the Cowboys can win it with a field goal. Romo threw for 313 on the day. That to Miles Austin.
The Browns say, you're not going to beat me deep. You got a short one.
2 plays later, it's Romo looking for Miles Austin again. But here we go, most interesting play of the game.
It was an interesting play, but it was
stripped by Brown, picked up by Usama Young. Now they said,
not because I'm a Cowboy fan. That was a wonderful call by the referee.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah, but they said it was whistled dead, so they couldn't even review it. That's what they're telling Pat Shurmur. They said we couldn't even review it.
What wonderful eyes those refs had.
So there you go, and it's Dan Bailey, the game winner. And guess who's 500 with their next 2 games at home against Washington and Philadelphia? It's how about them Cowboys?
AFC North in Cleveland, the Steelers and the Browns. Charlie Batch, 5-2 all time as a Steelers starter. Plexico Burress, first game this season.
Plex.
Played for the Steelers from 2000 to 2004. This ball is picked off by Lawrence Timmons, not just picked. That's a pick 6.
Not a good start for Mr. Whedon. But this is what the Steelers are going to need until Ben comes back. They're going to need some help from that defense that's been very good this year, some help from their running game. Don't put the ball on the ground. I believe every Pittsburgh Steeler running back that had an opportunity to carry it today, put it on the ground.
We have a stat that coaches give us that tells you that if you have a defensive score in a football game, your chances of winning go to like 60%. You know what negates that, Paul? If you turn the ball over 6 times yourself,
how about
your chances are slim.
8 fumbles today by the Steelers. They lost 5 of them. 8 fumbles, they lost 5.
Isaac Redman lost that one to Jaquay Parker, and Brandon Whedon to Jordan Cameron. Browns on top by 3.
How about that? 4 different running backs for the Steelers had carries today, all 4 fumbled.
And I'm sorry to say this, but me and Tom predicted this victory.
We did.
By the Cleveland Browns.
We did.
I just saw it coming.
Another one. There's another.
Saw it coming.
Jonathan Dwyer knocked out by T.J. Ward. DeQuell Jackson recovers.
Hasn't been a ton of great things.
Every one of those guys fumbled.
Coming from the Browns this year. They're a very young team, especially at the important positions, but it came to play today.
Charlie Batch to Plexico Burress. You see the flag down. It's on Sheldon Brown. Pass interference. Steelers get the ball on the 1.
Plex with 0 catches today, but certainly a factor on that play.
Yeah.
See if Chris Rainey can hang on to the ball long enough to score a touchdown.
Whoa! Keep moving.
Bounce it outside. It's an interesting 1-yard score. Impressive.
Yeah, and
touch.
it's got some momentum for the Pittsburgh Steelers going into halftime, getting the score, but they were just not able to sustain it. Due, in fact, to them not taking care of the football.
Bring him to the ground, too. If you're a Cleveland Brown defender, get him on the ground.
Pat Shurmur think he was stopped?
I think he thought his forward progress had been stopped.
Touchdown. Steelers lead 14-13. Third quarter. 3rd down and 6. Charlie Batch looking for his newest receiver, Plexico Burress. Easy pick by Sheldon Brown.
See, if I was Charlie, you have to know who you're throwing to. Plex is not in his mid-season form being out. You pretty much can assume that he was not going to have any space on that route to be open.
Trent Richardson, 15-yard Cleveland score, and the Browns leading 20-14.
How about that? That's what turnovers will do.
4th quarter, 3rd down and 4. The 5th play of this drive, Brandon Whedon looking for fellow rookie Josh Gordon. Not only is it incomplete, Brandon Whedon's slow to get up. Take another look, hits his head as he's falling down on Joe Thomas's thigh. Pat Shurmur would say he's being treated for a concussion.
There are so many head injuries that occur not with helmet-to-helmet contact, but when a helmet hits a knee or a helmet hits the ground.
It's tough to prevent.
Crazy number of head injuries this year.
Charlie Batch dumps it off to Chris Rainey. He fumbles.
Oh, boy.
Philip Taylor recovers the ball. Now all 4 running backs have fumbled.
How about 8 turnovers in total today?
That's unbelievable. But you have to tip your hat to this Cleveland Brown defense. They went after the football. Yep. You know, a lot of times turnovers are going to happen. Guys will lose the ball, but that is created by guys on defense attacking the football.
Trent Richardson thrown for a 1-yard loss. Looks like Larry Foote recovered a fumble.
You know, the Pittsburgh Steelers had opportunities in this game. They just could not get anything going with that offense.
Show me a replay, Paul.
Well, we just did, and the play was ruled dead.
Show me another one.
Steelers out of timeouts. Browns keep the ball.
There wasn't a whole lot of offense in this game. The Steelers, 242 yards, 1 of 9 on 3rd downs. The Browns had 238 yards and were 3 of 16 on 3rd downs.
How about the Pittsburgh
That one was tough to watch.
How about the Pittsburgh Steelers rushing for only 49 yards?
And the most important statistic of all, they turned it over 8 times.
Yeah. Quietly 11-1.
Meanwhile, the Red Hot Browns out in Oakland taking on Carson Palmer and the crew. Remember, they forced 8 Steelers turnovers last week. Here's Sheldon Brown says, I'll take that. So the Browns looking for a big drive to cap off this game. They march down the field. It's Trent Richardson, all muddy and everything. The Browns have won consecutive games for the first time since weeks 2 and 3
That's pretty
in
good.
2011.
You beat the Steelers, and then you go on the road and beat the Raiders. Pat Shurmur's team is still fighting.
Chiefs and the Browns, Romeo Crennel making his return to Cleveland. He was 24-40 in 4 seasons. Brady Quinn, former Browns first-round pick. It's old home week in Cleveland. First quarter, KC on the game's first play from scrimmage. There goes Jamal Charles. Makes TJ Ward miss, and he is gone 80 yards for the touchdown. Chiefs lead 7-0 before people are back in from the concession stands. What happened? I missed a touchdown? Charles would have 165 yards in that score of the day. 2 Chiefs possessions later, leading 7-3. Dwayne Bowe in motion. Jamal Charles picks up 3 yards, but Bowe, who was off to a really nice start in this game, injured on the play. Watch it again, tries to make the block. Down with a rib injury, Dwayne Bowe would not return to the game. Second quarter, Browns trailing 7-3. KC punting. First play of the quarter, Browns rookie Travis Benjamin. Up the middle. He's going to get a couple of blocks. In fact, he's going to get a few of them. He gets one there, and there he goes. And he gets one there. A convoy down the sideline. 93 yards for a touchdown. The longest punt return for a touchdown in franchise history, breaking Eric Metcalf's record. Browns up 10-7. That's your score at halftime. Third quarter, Browns opening possession still up 3, 2nd and 6 in the KC 13. Josh Cribbs in the backfield, lined up as quarterback, takes the direct snap. He looks like he's getting into the end zone. He is ruled down at the 1. Pat Shurmur challenges. It was not overturned. Next play, 1st and goal on the KC 1-yard line. Trent Richardson dives into the end zone for the score, and somehow he stays up. That's how good he is. He dives into the end zone, and he winds up upright after the play. Richardson's 8th rushing touchdown this season, a new Browns rookie record. Ensuing Chiefs possession, Brady Quinn looking for Jonathan Baldwin, gets deflected and picked off. Tashawn Gibson, an undrafted rookie out of Wyoming, returns it 23 yards to the Kansas City 13. 4 plays later, it's 3rd and goal. Brandon Weeden looking for Trent Richardson. He has that little push-off. Look at all these lessons the rookie's learning. Wait a minute, though. That one they're going to call you for. Flag on the play. Offensive pass interference. Yep. A little bit of the push-off. The Browns disagree. However, it would still end in a Phil Dawson field goal. So it's 20-7 Browns. They get the ball back. Weeden in the shotgun, buying time. Finds Benjamin Watson over the middle, who is wide open, 23 yards. 1st and 10 in the Kansas City 19. Weeden would finish with 217 yards through the air. Here we go now, 3rd and 9. 3 plays later, Greg Little motions into the Browns' backfield, takes the pitch, picks up 17 yards. 1st and goal, the Kansas City 1. 4th quarter, same drive, 2 plays later. You know this is going to Trent Richardson. We're not going to mess around and throw it to him. We'll just give it to him where he can push off how much as he wants to. Richardson is into the end zone, his 2nd TD of the day. Browns go up 27-7. They win 30-7. Richardson just 42 yards, but 2 touchdowns in the win.
The 7-6 Redskins without their franchise quarterback, RG3, a no-go with a sprained knee. So 4th-round rookie Kirk Cousins got his first NFL. You can't hear me. You got your first NFL start in Cleveland. 2nd Redskins possession, Cousins. Tip drill, and there's TJ Ward. This Browns defense has been balling as of late.
That wasn't Kurt's cousin right there. Yeah, not the start you wanted, but when you get the start, now you want to see what does the young guy do.
Well, here's a young guy, the rookie. Trent Richardson.
Guy runs hard.
Oh, look at this, into the end zone.
This was a Pensacola, Florida running back day. Both of these guys.
10th rushing touchdown of the season, sets the rookie franchise mark, besting a pretty good one. Mr. Jim Brown.
Alfred Morris and Trent Richardson.
Here, Cousins, play action, boot to Leonard Hankerson, 54 yards, and he rolls in. He didn't get touched.
How can 3 DBs not make a play a touchdown?
Now you wonder what part of the offense they had to give up. Not that part right there. What a wonderful job by the young Cousins.
2nd quarter, Cousins. He did this all day long.
Nephew, nieces, aunt, cousins.
Little stretch, keeping it himself. A gain of 17.
Cousins look pretty fast.
Hey, look, kept telling y'all.
He can run. I told you it won't be a 50-yarder. Might be a 5-yarder.
Fast forward to the 3rd quarter. Browns up 14-10, opening possession of the 3rd. Brandon Weeden's pass intended for Greg Little, but it's Rob Jackson. He's the guy filling in for the injured Brian Arakpo. I'll take that, thank you.
Right there, man. Defense made some plays.
Led to an Alfred Morris touchdown. The Redskins retake the lead, 17-14. Next Washington possession. Again, we're booting. It's Cousins to Santana Moss, who says, Joe Hayden, get off me.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of this today in the games. You know, a lot of this tackling with the shoulder, and nobody's wrapping up.
Here, Cousins again to Hankerson. He threw for 329 and a couple of scores. Washington's won 5 in a row. They are now 8-6 overall.
Little Browns, little Broncos. Actually, Denver still thinking about the #1 seed after the Texans lost against the Vikings earlier. Peyton Manning, another ho-hum day for him. Can't throw it any better than that. Demaryius Thomas, 22-yard touch. It's 7-0.
Demaryius Thomas has taken that step into cusp of elite receiver, or is he in the elite crew? Just knocking on the door right now.
He's knocking on the door. He's on the porch.
Yeah, Eric Decker's been pretty good, too. Back of the end zone. Another nice throw from Manning. Touchdown, Broncos.
And what that does is give them 2 weapons.
Two big targets.
Big targets.
Eric Decker, 2 touchdown receptions today. 3rd quarter now. Browns driving. 3rd down and 9. Under pressure. Brandon Weeden dropped by Von Miller and Elvis Duberville.
Oh, what is that?
I don't like it. Field goal made it 14-6.
People got a lot of time on their hands.
Manning again to Decker, just to cross the stripe. Peyton Manning, 30 out of 43, 339, 3 touchdowns, and 1 pick. Weeden dropped again by Von Miller. Miller has 17.5 sacks.
I know, and everyone's talking about J.J. Watt, Aldon Smith. Don't forget about Von Miller now.
Brandon Weeden
He's had a heck of a year.
Banged up, too.
Left the game with a shoulder injury, and Denver wins its 10th consecutive game.
Browns and the Steelers. Pat Shurmur may not still be the head coach by the time you're watching this highlight. Meanwhile, Thaddeus Lewis starting for the Browns. Once again, they failed to go for a whole season with the same starting quarterback for the first time since they re-entered the league in 1999. First quarter, no score. Thaddeus Lewis picked off by Troy Polamalu. NFL's best defense right there, showing that an inexperienced quarterback is not going to have a big day. Second quarter, 53 seconds left in the half. Score tied at 3, first and goal. Ben Roethlisberger to Leonard Pope. The Pope is in the end zone for a touchdown. Steelers take a 10-3 lead at halftime. Third quarter, Browns trailing 10-3, 4th and 5 in their own 25-yard line. Browns are looking to punt. No, it's a fake. Ray Ventrone runs it up the middle for 35 yards. First down, Browns. Oh, the fake punt catches Pittsburgh entirely by surprise. 3 plays later, it's second and goal on the Steelers' 7. Lewis looking for Greg Little, scrambles out of the pocket, and it is a touchdown. First career TD pass for Lewis. Game is tied at 10 apiece. Greg Little dancing. Hold on to the football, Greg. Oh, you already did. Okay. Ensuing Steelers drive, game still tied at 10, third and goal, the Browns 9. Roethlisberger scrambles just before the line of scrimmage, hits Antonio Brown for the score. Steelers take a 17-10 lead. Remember, no Mike Wallace placed on IR before the game. Fourth quarter now, Browns trailing 17-10, second and 10 on their 35-yard line. Thaddeus Lewis connects with Travis Benjamin. He's going to pick up 17 yards, but he fumbles. Cortez Allen strips it, takes it 25 yards down to the Browns' 27-yard line. The Steelers take over. 6 plays later, third and 10 on the Browns' 12. Roethlisberger, like it's 2004. Plaxico Burress with the touchdown. His first TD of the season. Steelers win it by the final score of 24-10, but let's take a look at the ensuing Browns possession. We show you this with a $1:22 left on 4th and 9. Josh Johnson in at quarterback, sacked by Lawrence Timmons. Pat Shurmur livid at the play and what happened. Steelers win it by the score of 24-10.